Good morning. Today is Monday, the January 14th, and just to recap, it's a green day recap. Even though the market was very tired today and it wasn't moving much, um, the SPY gapped down a little bit, um, and as you can see on the 10 minutes is just chop, and there's barely any movement. My gap scanner and my scanners in particular in pre-market were pretty much empty, so I had nothing on watch besides my proxy stocks. Um, and we're watching these. I didn't have any expectations for today. I was very calm in regard of trading and looking at my trades from last year and reviewing the good trades of this year really put things in perspective. So it really helped. So because I last week I took some trades that I shouldn't have taken, and so this week I wanted to focus on taking better entries, and it pretty much worked out today, with yeah, with one or two outliers, but more to that in a moment. My first trade was in Netflix. I had these were my levels at 335, 339-ish to 340, and um, let's go to 2 minutes. Netflix sold off out of the open and made like this 5 to 6 points move, and I had it in mind to take a long down at 328 50s, but opened to start at 330 as a significant level, and my next order down at 329-ish. It was at 15. I had an order at 329.15. Obviously we traded there, but my order wasn't filled, so I just stuck with this quarter position, scaled out as we made highs, and I left like 5 shares on and just kept trading then. When we got closer to 335, I thought we might, break it. So I didn't take it off here, but we retested here, and then I saw it reject, um, and it just stalled. And Netflix didn't move much, so I didn't flip. I just took off the last shares. Was a decent trade, and then I watched it. I kind of missed this 330 10ish where the SMA 200 on the daily falls, and it was respected here quite some time during the morning, and I don't know why I didn't place any orders here. So yeah, I just watched it. Then I saw it retest. It couldn't make the 335, and it formed this decision candle, and I took a starter, just another small position with a quarter tier, and like I have to stick really with my positions because I took half off, and then like I missed the whole move, and it's really a pain in the ass. If I continue to do so, there's so much profit I leave just on the table by just getting scared out and paying too much attention on the tape, even though there's nothing moving. Like the spreads are stalling, and you see barely any prints, and yeah, I was just, I don't know, wasn't in it yet. But I took some profits down here at 333 and stuck with the rest. I had the break-even stop put in, and it was respected. So at 332, I took off more. And finally, like when we couldn't move down to 331, I eventually took off the rest. So it was Netflix. Then I had Facebook. I saw this, like this wedge forming and it respecting the VWAP, and I had an order in here for 142 at 142, but we never made it down here. And here it was just stupid. It looked like I was faked in. It was chasing it, and I shouldn't have taken it. So I took off the trade here again. So I wasn't allowed to stick to it, and I put in I ordered down at 142 again, and it wasn't filled. We just traded down to 11 or 10 cents, and then it took off. So that was the anticipate, but it wasn't clean. So like these pullbacks, these are like 50 cents, and yeah, I just didn't like it. Here I tried to short, and at 143 for like a backside trade, and it made a move. Like it just pulled back a little bit, but then moved higher, and I stopped out immediately. It was a very good exit, so I'm very happy here. Like this, it's just tiny loss on Facebook today. It was like $4 maybe, and my commissions are higher than my loss, so yeah. I also watched Baba, and when I saw this decision candle form, and I thought it might be rolling over, and I put on an offer at 16, the low of this, below the low, and it made another move higher. I had 150 in mind to add, but it respected, and I just stuck with it. I did other stuff, and eventually took it off in the 80s. Just another pretty much break-even trade. There was Baba. Then I traded NVDA, and I was stalking NVIDIA like the whole day and keeping it on watch. Here I was faked in, I took immediate loss, and I just kept watching. Then I saw this decision candle here, and we couldn't move above 151-ish, and my order at 59 wasn't filled, so I took the bid here at 85. Not perfect, but I just stuck with it. Let's see my levels in NVIDIA. So these were my levels in NVIDIA. I had this 159.50s, and there were some previous closes from recent sessions. So I had these on map, and maybe 151-ish that eventually traded and was respected, and yeah, and I took off. I'm not doing very good in taking profits at the moment. I don't know what it is. Like I saw the 40-cent hold the bid, and we saw that we didn't move. There were some prints, but not many. So I put out my order, and then we dropped again, and I stuck with the rest. Took another piece off at the full dollar, with like the $0.50 in mind as a target, but after this I just stuck with the last 10 shares. I think it was. I wanted to see it hit VWAP. Eventually I took it off break even to just call it a day. What else did I do? NFLX. Yeah, that's pretty much the 4 trades I did today. Finished the day green. I had 3 break-even trades and 1 good winner in NFLX. It's kind of a bummer. I missed a trade in Tesla out of the open. That was pretty much at the same time as the Netflix trade. I was watching it at the 335.50 level, where the EMA was, but also I don't know. I just had this level, and the volume wasn't as good, and I like I saw it, I wanted to take it, and I hesitated, and yeah, it turned out it would have been like a 5-point move, and kind of a pain in the ass. So yeah, a little trigger shy here, I guess. Well, that's for Monday. I'm really looking forward to some earnings to come in and the earnings to start. So maybe we see some action, because like at the moment this is like kind of sad trading, and yeah, it's no fun. So sit tight. Thank you very much.